This is Barrowfields Close. In 1961, a Bronze Age barrow was excavated near Monarch Way. 4 other tumuli have also been found in the Moor Green area of West End. That's what I suspected. So there were 5. This is moon dark on the 1st of November 2024 at a Bronze Age long barrow nestled in a housing estate in Eastleigh, Hampshire. 1, as we've just discovered from the notice, of 5 that are thought to have been here in the Moor Hill area. This looks like a east-west alignment. Quite a thing to wake up to in the morning. I wake up to my ancestors. That's the eastern aspect. That's the southern aspect. That's the western aspect. And that's the northern aspect. I'm afraid I can tell you very little else about this site. But I can tell you some more about our nurse and a few other things about the West End concerning its history. Apparently, the only bomb to fall on the West End killed an RAF officer, and as appeared in previous videos, a Heinkel was shot down by the West End battery. I will upload those videos to Wolf's Head video as soon as I can. Previous videos appeared on X. Now, the lady who bought Moor Hill House, who we saw celebrated on the public architecture, sold, when she died, the place, I believe, was bought either immediately or later by the Southampton harbour master, sometime around the turn of the last century. It's funny, but I've always associated the Moor Hill House site and adjacent Telegraph woodland, especially the avenue, with a female spirit, and especially, again, with Anna Karenina. That Florence Nightingale should have herself been nursed by a resident of the West End is interesting. The Royal Victoria Military Hospital Chapel's new installation came about as a result of the work of several people, but one female member of the staff of the West End Museum and member of the West End Historical Society was apparently instrumental, especially with regard to the truth about the famous black and white propaganda, as we now discover, film concerning the treatment of shell-shocked victims of the war, titled War Neurosis. For more, please hashtag Wobbling Tommies on Blogger and X and see the playlist on this channel. In terms of the Beth Luis Fearn, the Brythonic tree calendar, This 31st of October, 1st of November, the Gregorian Halloween, falls actually on moon dark this year. This is the moon dark of it today, just after the 31st, All Hallows in other words. And this is the dark aspect of the goddess, the unnamed aspect of the goddess. The goddess has 3 living aspects celebrated in the 3 preceding Sabbats to the last Samain, which is actually the end of the year. The world seeming to the practitioners of the Brythonic faith not to be able to be said to come back into existence until after the solstice, the winter solstice, when the light returns and everybody breathes a sigh of relief and can get on with a new year. This is the dark aspect, the aspect of Crocker in the Brythonic. We say he croaked, and we don't realise, yes, Fawkes croaked as well, poor bugger, and we don't realise that what we're actually saying is he is Crocker, he is dead, and it's our old language we're using to say it. But in this tradition, the last aspect of the goddess, the 4th aspect, is she is unnamed. The 3 preceding Sabbats, she is Brigid and Arianrahad. And to be quite honest, I'll have to look the last up, but I know she's named, for she is Maiden, Mother and Crone. You see, Crone, which would be Lammas, the harvest, is the crown. Crone is the crown. Maiden, Mother, Crone, the 3 living aspects. As I say, I don't know it all either, but I know enough to know that I don't. This year I discovered why the crone moon is called Crone, for she is the crown. Your grandmother wears the crown, does she not? But this last aspect of the goddess, she is not. She is not. She is not. This year, their Halloween, the Halloween falls dramatically right in the middle. So this is moon dark. Moon dark. And that fire festival as well, the Fawkesian fire festival, the one where every year we get the Protestants get to immolate a Catholic, is of course something that was stolen because Samhain, which was 4 or 5 days before in the Gregorian calendar, was of course also a fire festival, as the other Sabbats were. Now the only fire you see is under Fawkes. Hopefully the notion that it is acceptable to encourage children to burn human effigies will not survive into the 21st century. These were our ancestors, the people living in this area. Some of their ancestors are in here. Amazing, isn't it? You see it all around you all the time, but you don't realise what you're looking at. That's the skill, to know what you're looking at. Gernanus Arian Rahud Aham Agmeas Aham. Or as Dave Allen would say, Father, Son, and into the Holy goes. You're looking at. Have a good one, folks.